Podcast, WATP.
John decided he's out of the Dabbleverse. He's not doing the Stuttering John show anymore. But actually, he is $40 at a time as he responds to people's Cameo requests. And he hasn't done one since Thursday. Maybe it was Wednesday. No, I think it was Thursday.
Well, he hasn't done a public one.
Well, no, it tells you on Cameo the last time he recorded. Yeah, which is interesting because I think he's starting to get over it. I think the people who are requesting it are starting to get over it. Yeah, it says last Thursday at 3:52 p.m. was the last time he recorded one. So let's see some examples. He's dressed up nice. we were watching this on Uncle Rico last night, and look at this suit coat he's wearing.
Hi. Wow, my favorite baseball player of all time.
It's corduroy. He's wearing a corduroy sport coat.
I'm a teacher.
I think he's going for the college professor look or something.
He's got the patches on the elbows.
So I have a theory on this.
So do I.
Okay, I want to hear yours, but my theory is that right now everywhere in the U.S. is colder than normal. Weather talk, here we go. And where he lives in Florida, it's been like highs of 55, which is unheard of. I don't think he brought clothes with him that he needed because he lived in L.A. for all that time. I don't think he has like sweatshirts and jackets. So he had to go back and find his fancy clothes in order to stay warm. What do you think, Cardiff?
Well, if you remember months ago, he did talk about, and he always lets us know everything, but he did talk about a university that actually wanted to hire him as a teacher of some.
Right.
Again, I can't believe he's a professor. Maybe he's doing something in some university. But again, the jackets, the wardrobe is definitely leading me to believe he's doing something with higher education somehow.
Cardiff, you know how crazy that sounded, right?
Yes, I do know how crazy it sounded.
As you were saying it, you're like, I can't believe I'm saying this.
But there's something. We've never seen John in sport coats before, if you want to call that a sport coat.
It is weird.
I think what happened is John went to court and a girl kind of looked his way and he thought she was checking him out. So now when he drives Uber, he wears the jacket when he picks women up to think that he's going to get laid.
That's as good an explanation as any, I would say. He's trying to impress someone.
Hi. Wow, my favorite baseball player of all time, Lou Gehrig. I love Lou Gehrig. As you know, this is the world famous Stuttering John Melendez, and this is apparently from Lou Gehrig wanting me to get his disease.
So it used to be $2 or $5 to insult him. Now it's $40, and we were like, it's fine.
I want you to get my disease.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's hilarious.
Oh, that's so good.
The worst part would be if John did get Lou Gehrig's disease, it would still be known as Lou Gehrig's disease.
I appreciate such kind, wonderful, amazing wishes, but don't think that's gonna happen. But I do appreciate you thinking of me, so much so that you're paying me to wish you a happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day from Lou Gehrig. I might like Cameo John better than the Stuttering John podcast.
So good.
This is great.
That was way funnier.
So please have a great day. I hope your heart fills up with love instead of hate. That being said, go fuck yourself. This is Stuttering John saying, Giggy, yeah!
All right, so
Jacket number 2.
This one's bizarre.
This one, he looks like Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
Yeah. Or he looks like Mama Fratelli from the Goonies. Like he's really turning into an old woman.
No, this is a woman's blazer.
It looks like it, right?
On a woman's head.
He sits in that seat, like he can barely see over the steering wheel. He is a tiny little guy.
Then why would you have the headrest up that high when you're that tiny?
Cardiff has a theory on this.
Boom.
On what?
Why the headrest
He
is
doesn't
up.
know how to put it down. He's in that position. No,
He's
Pat,
pushed down. It doesn't work.
I have clips of him in his car from like 2018 where the headrest is in the exact same position. He does not know how to move it.
Oh, that's so good.
It's hilarious.
Damn Germans.
He's looking for a button for it on the dash. Like, what the
He's got
fuck?
his keys. He's like, it's got to be somewhere.
Mercedes, headrest down. Doesn't work.
Hi, Judy. This is the world famous Stuttering John.
It seems like he's over this already. Doesn't he seem like he's not enjoying this at all?
Oh, from day one.
Because he was hoping it could be a bunch of people being like, oh, Stuttering John, I loved him when he was interviewing those celebrities. He's so funny. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. He was great on there.
Right. Okay, I take that back. Maybe not day one, but as soon as all of
It was only
our show and
only
our friends,
Dabbleverse
we're
questions.
reviewing them,
Yeah.
he's like, ah.
This one's weird. This one's in a neighborhood too. So is he driving around looking for open Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I
That's my
think 40
guess.
bucks is the amount of money it costs to fill his tank. And that's why he charges that so he can keep driving around.
Right.
I'm happy that your husband is a fan of mine, but apparently you got it mixed up because you're saying he's watching me on my show, the Rico show. Well, I don't do any Rico show.
Yeah, you also don't do any dry cleaning.
Yeah.
What is
is
this
that?
spittle? It's all over his.
Cat hair.
Yeah.
Well, there's cat hair over here. This looks like
I
it's
thought that
something-
was like donut dust.
it looks like something that came out of his mouth because that's usually where it lands. It goes from here right to there.
He sucks
I've studied
so much.
this.
From here to there.
If you're referring to the show that was named by their executive producer a convicted pedophile, I guess your husband's into that kind of thing.
Is that how that works?
I guess.
Okay.
Do you think he goes to restaurants where they make you wear a coat and he on purpose doesn't have a coat? And then he goes, oh, you have to give me a coat. And then he leaves with the coat. He's got like,
treats it like
so many random
umbrellas.
coats. Like there's jizz on one. It's like whatever. They don't fit him at all.
They don't fit at all. Yeah, that's a good point.
Also, could I have an application?
Application.
Although
He shows up as the dishwasher wearing that. You got to adjust for the job you want, not the one you're doing.
convicted pedophile, I guess your husband's into that kind of thing.
Also, it's so nice. This woman buys this thing for her husband. Like, hey, John, here's $45. Can you read that note for my husband? Yeah, I guess your husband's a fucking pedophile. Like, okay. Can I have my money back now?
Although, let me just let you know that the show and the network was named by a guy named Isolino who had 6,000 images and video of child pornography. I guess your husband's into that.
Doubling down on that logic. Okay. If you say it twice, it probably is true.
That's weird. I think it is. But you might like this show that has no original content. They just watch me, a way more successful, way funnier, and a man who's actually achieved and done things in the entertainment industry. So your husband, probably, I hate to say it, is a loser who watches a bunch of losers, including these 5 knuckleheads who can't even come up with original content. They stole an idea from Lady K, who stole it from
Stole from
Opie
me?
and Anthony, who stole it from Howard Stern. Yes, they have a guy who says that he was a writer for The Tonight Show. He wasn't. I was. I'm in the Writers Guild. He was a faxer. So, Skull! Your husband's a weirdo.
Well, it's good to see that he's left the Dabbleverse behind and moving on with his new wife. Holy
In his new mobile studio.
Look at how triggered he gets. Someone writes Rico in the thing, and he's just like, fucking Mike Morris and Julie Chinway
No.
Lady K.
Now, I have some inside information here, Carl. Now, I don't know if I should tell you this, but the reason John was so upset with that one, because the woman who ordered that for her husband was Susanna.
That would make sense. So we do know that John just got his last paycheck from YouTube that came in on the 21st. And so there's no more income coming in aside from these cameos and whatever university job that
Yeah.
Cardiff thinks he has.
Florida State.
So, okay, yeah, now that you say Florida State, that does make sense. So we'll see how much longer John can hold out.
Stand-up gigs that are going so well. He's not making money off that?
He did do that stand-up gig in St. Pete's.
But
for a dozen people.
Not a good time to take up jacket wearing.
Who are these potty